What's up, squad? It's favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Y'all knew I was coming to talk about it. Y'all knew I was coming to talk about it. It's been a lot of good basketball on. But I'm not talking about. The only thing I'm finna talk about right now, y'all. And I was gonna do a recap. But I'm not. I'm not doing a recap. I need y'all to understand. I'm only gonna talk about Las Vegas and Chicago. Las Vegas and Chicago, because I see them right now as the present and the future of this league. And I know. Listen, I know. Y'all like, Cess, it's too early to be talking about that. But I'm going to talk about it right now based on what's in the league. I know it's other players coming. They're going to go to different spots. Different teams going to make moves. But for right now, I'm looking at these two teams right now, and I love what they bring in. We got a chance to see some of the best bigs battle in this game. Some Gamecocks battle. There's some Gamecock crime going on. Gamecock crime going on. There's definitely some SEC battles. Some SEC work got done. But just some beautiful basketball. Some beautiful basketball by these bigs. That's the battle between the bigs. Between Angel, when she had her chances. Asia and Kamilla, when she had her chances. Asia different, y'all. Asia different. I need y'all. I don't think people are appreciating really what we getting to see out of Asia Wilson. Like, it's really a privilege to watch Mother, as we call her, at Cess Talks Sports, Mother work. It's a privilege. I'm gonna say it again. It's a privilege. The speed, first of all, the bounce, her bounce into getting into her jump shot, her bounce into getting a rebound. She get off the floor quicker than I think just about anybody in the league, from what I was watching last night, y'all. Quicker than anybody in the league. Her ability to block shots, her ability to change shots, her ability to move people. Asia's stronger than people give her credit for. Angel's stronger than people give her credit for, and so is Kamilla. Listen, they all play great basketball. Stokes chipped in with some good basketball too, but this is not so much about Stokes as much as it is about Asia, Angel, and Kamilla Cardoso. I was so impressed, and going back and just watching some of the highlights and some of the stuff you see now. These ladies, Asia for sure is above way above average. Way above everything else that's in the league right now. Best player in the world. And I mean it when I say Angel and Kamilla have that type of trajectory. I'm so impressed by just the bigs that are coming out of South Carolina right now. When you look at the history of the bigs, AB, Cardoso, Asia, just those three alone. Something to it. Something to what's happening down there. Asia got into her moves quicker than they could get set. It was crazy. It was crazy. She was giving out nasty work last night. From Mother. Nasty work from A1. Listen, I don't even have the words. I don't even have the words to describe what I saw when I went back and was watching these highlights and looking at it. I mean, Angel, the relentlessness, if I could talk, let me act right. The relentlessness of Angel, unmatched. Her motor is crazy. And it was something, and it isn't like, it's not like she doesn't have a quick bounce. She doesn't get off the floor quick like Asia. She doesn't get into her move quickly. She just moves you. You're just not going to stop her. She's this force that's like, hey, I'm going this away, and you're not going to stop me. That's the only way I can explain it. Angel's going this away, and you're not going to stop it. You can get in the way. She's going to go through you, around you, over you. Whatever it takes to get to where it is that she's going. I love that about her game. Kamilla's game is coming. And Kamilla's game is not going to be it's not going to be quick. Although it'll have some quick parts to it. It won't be quick like Asian. It won't be bully like Boston. It'll be a little bit of both. And then a lot of Kamilla. And a lot of what Kamilla's going to bring is going to come from her experience playing internationally as well. And I think we forget about that. So a lot of it is going to be finesse. She's going to learn how to use her strength here in the W without fouling. she's going to get stronger in her base, in her core, so that she's able to kind of move people off her and be able to stay on her spot without having to foul or reach or flop or any of that. Not that she's a flopper when I say, like, fall off her spot, any of that. She's going to be an immovable force as she continues to get her WNBA legs, as I call it. As she continues to get her WNBA legs, she's I'm saying 10 games, probably about 10 games in development behind everybody else. So while Angel looks a lot more polished and a lot more WNBA ready, Kamilla's coming. She's just she's got this learning curve that she's getting over, and she's getting over, and it's coming in spurts. It's coming in spurts. If you go back and watch some of her highlights from the last 3-4 games, she's developing into a different player. Now we can ready to put it all together. So, like, Chennedy is in a rhythm now with Kamilla where she knows how to feed her. Okay, so we'll see that continue to develop. Angel and Kamilla have a 1-2 that they're working, and they're learning how to feed each other, and they're learning how to play off each other. Kamilla's playing a little out and coming back in to rebound, giving room for people to work. I don't know if they want her to start shooting the three, because we know that she has one. I mean it. Like, if they want her to develop the three, we understand that was something that she worked on at South Carolina. I know that we definitely want to see her start doing maybe some more face-up type of stuff, get that midi going, a little floater. So I think that's why they're pushing her out some, maybe. And then they'll bring her in and try to knock down that shot right there at the free throw line or something like that. I want to see Angel be able to knock that down with ease as well in the game. Pull up to that free throw and just let that thing go. That would expand their games a lot. Kamilla's gonna get in situations, especially with like guarding players like Boston, Wilson, some of the other bigs that shoot threes. They're gonna be able to pull Kamilla out from the paint. And that's where I think Angel will do a lot of her damage. But for the most part, I'd like to see them be intentional with going into Kamilla, getting her started, and then having Kamilla stay in that paint and rim protect and be there as the first line of rebounded defense. So looking for that. But as I was just looking at this game, it was just like, wow, this is definitely the present and the near future of the WNBA. And that's not to say that other teams won't be coming along to compete, but I'm just saying, when I'm looking at foundations and how organizations are put together and how they're being built, this is the present and the near future, plus years beyond, when we're looking at these two organizations. Now, Minnesota's going to fit in there. Sure, Reeves not playing around. I'm not talking a lot about Minnesota right now, but we should be. We absolutely should be. But that's another organization that is right now the present and the near future. And depending on how the drafts go in the coming years, they definitely could be around for some years to come. So looking forward to seeing what Minnesota brings to the table too. But again, this is primarily about the Las Vegas Aces, the Chicago Sky, and even more about what Chelsea Gray is going to be able to bring, what Chennedy Carter brings, and how they all work together with Asia and Kamilla and Angel. So I was looking at the Las Vegas Aces, especially as Chelsea's been back. The point guard's been back since June 19th, and she has had an immediate impact on the Las Vegas Aces, and significant impact, right? So in the games since her return, the Aces, we look revitalized. We showcased an improved offensive flow, looking better defensively. Got a lot more intensity on the defense, and I think that's both a tribute to Chelsea being back, but also Asia's tears. I think it's hard to see your leader cry, and I think when you see your leader drop tears, it make you kind of look at yourself and say, what is it can I do that I can do more? Because that's just unacceptable when she's out there busting her butt. So I think those things both played a factor into what's going on. Of course, we are undefeated since Chelsea's been back. Came back and we defeated the Storm at the crib. We defeated Connecticut at the crib. We just recently beat Chicago on the road. So playing really well. In our initial games back, while she was still on the point restriction, minute restriction, Chelsea averaged just about 2.5 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. But her playmaking, court vision, scoring ability were right there, and they were crucial in our success in those games. But she wasn't rusty. She didn't come in rusty, and I love the way that they brought her back. She also had like 3 blocks in those first 2 returns. So came back sharp. came back sharp and ready to lead, and I love that about Chelsea. Like she's trained to go. She's TTG. She's trained to go. When you call her number, she's gonna be ready. So I love that about her as long as she's healthy. Asia's continued her dominant play, but it's even more dominant. It seems like with Chelsea back, and that's crazy, right? Because Asia's been averaging like 27.8 points, almost 12 rebounds, right? 11.6 rebounds. Major factor is her presence in the paint in the Aces wins. A couple losses that we had. We took a bad loss to Minnesota. I think that's just us kind of figuring it out. Of course, that was not having Chelsea's leadership on the floor, and then us still trying to figure out the right pieces to fill in for the players that we lost. And I think, I've said it before, I don't think that people give or talk enough about the loss of Candace Parker and what that meant for the Las Vegas Aces and us defending our championship, and how important she was to us getting that championship last year. Jackie Young, though, J.O. We're not talking about J.O. now. J.O. is looking like an MVP out there. She's been a key contributor. I think she's averaging at one point about 18.2 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Versatile with her scoring. Ability to create plays for others have made her like an invaluable asset for the team, right? We can't thank her enough for the plays that she's been making and the way that she stepped up. Her and Kelsey both, the way that they stepped up while Chelsea was down and getting back. But it's undoubtedly Chelsea's return has had a positive impact on the Las Vegas Aces. Her playmaking, leadership, skill set, like I said, revitalized the team, gave us an impressive undefeated record so far, and on the way to that 11-game winning streak that I'm calling for. Gray is now, of course, Chelsea's point guard off minute restriction and start back in the starting lineup. So we looking like a championship contender again. So y'all look out. Although I didn't doubt it, but I know some people that was concerned. But I want to talk a little bit more about Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso. They are quickly becoming a dynamic duo for the Chicago Sky, and I got to add in Chennedy Carter. They are a dynamic trio, and they are impacting the team's performance in the last 8-9 games, especially as Chennedy has moved into the starting lineup. Reese is averaging an impressive, I want to say, almost like 22.5 points per game. She's been dominant in the paint. She's been creating her own shot. She's really been creating her own shot. A lot of that does come off rebounds, but that's who Angel is. We knew that's who she was coming in. She's consistently cleaning up the boards. She's averaging somewhere around 11.1, 11.2 rebounds a game or something like that. She's a force on both ends. I think she's number 2 right there behind Asia still for rebounds in the league. And she is currently on like a 9-game double streak. She broke the record at 7, and this thing is just continuing. She's on the hunt for, I think that's Candace's record of I think it's like 12 in a row or something. So this is a tremendous start for a rookie season for her, and I don't think people saw that coming. And so we want to make sure that we shout that out and we celebrate that. Kamilla Cardoso is coming. She's not going to get to have the phenomenal season that I wanted her to have because of the injury and the late start, but she's going to have a heck of an end to this season. You watch the run up to the end of this here season, especially after coming back from the Olympic break. I think that she'll have a chance to really get comfortable with playing with her teammates, playing in the offense. If she's going to continue to play in the shoulder brace, she'll be able to get comfortable there, and they'll be able to get comfortable with her. Where to get her the ball, how to get her the ball, when to get her the ball. She'll be able to work on being able to post herself in the paint, and then if it's not where she wants it, to be able to kick it out and repost. She does some beautiful. In addition to that, passing is being overlooked. I think it's being overlooked just that the chemistry is being built between Kamilla and Angel right now. I think the chemistry that's being developed by these two and Chennedy between these three. I keep saying that they are the future 3-headed problem. They're gonna be a problem for this season. They're gonna spoil some. I believe they're gonna spoil some playoff hopes as we get down the stretch. I think they're gonna. They've already been really close and winning some games, and they beat some teams already, like the New York Liberty, that people didn't expect them to beat. That as this chemistry continues to grow, they're gonna continue to be a problem. And the chemistry that they're gonna build during this break is gonna allow them to be not only stronger in the second part of the season, but also better. You know, they're gonna be better. They're gonna be more in sync. They're gonna have probably more options on offense. They probably will be, hopefully, have figured out our guard situation. There's a situation there. We have to figure something out there. Kennedy is a bucket, and we need something to put with her, right? We got to figure. We have to figure that out. We definitely have to figure that out. Maybe, I don't know if it's Lindsay Allen. We're gonna find out. But coming back off the Olympic break, it's going to be imperative that we made some moves to be able to solidify our point guard position and make sure that we have a knockdown three-point shooter that we can count on consistently. Where's Your Money Mabry has been there, here and there, but we need something a little bit more consistent, and we need something a little bit more defense. And so we're going to have to find that. But I know it's hard for people to see right now because the losses sting. The losses sting, especially when you're seeing stuff that, like, we could have done not to take the loss. We're going to be better. We're going to be smarter because of the losses that we've taken earlier in this season. And the lessons that we learn are going to translate into wins at the end of the season. And I think we're going to find out that it's going to matter more that we're winning then than any other time. So I expect us to make a move here soon. I see that we have released Kaiser. So let's see what happens. Things are happening. Things are happening in Chicago. So we're going to keep our eyes on it and see what move we make. I hope that it's bringing in a guard. I definitely hope it's bringing in a point guard that can knock down threes. But trusting the process here. Still very early in this process. I'm trusting this process, and I'm trusting the rookies, coaches, and players that are guiding us, that are guiding this here mission. So taking us into this next chapter of the Chicago Sky. So I'm here for it. Get your popcorn out. Let's see what happens. We're gonna stay locked in and focused on the positive. I'm still focused on the positive too, because I know people get negative, and I know people are trying to seem like divide, cause chit chat and chatter back and forth. I'm not doing none of that here. This team is strong. They moving forward. I see Chicago patterning itself after, like, the Las Vegas Aces and how they built their organization, and of course seeing some parallel to how South Carolina does it down there in Columbia with Big Drip. So let's keep an eye out. I'm here for it, y'all. I'm here for it. Camilla's gonna be better at the end of this season, y'all. Watch. I keep telling y'all 25 and 20. Angels are walking double-double. She's gonna break some records. So y'all keep doubting them if you want to. I keep saying this FAFO been issued. Ears up, y'all. Pay attention. Ears up. FAFO loading in Las Vegas and Chicago. But remember that you heard it here first. It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. If it's your first time here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification. Hey, each one invite 10. Help me grow this thing, y'all. I know it's a million people that want to talk women's hoops, that want to talk sports. Bring them to the platform. Let's go. We building a community. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon. Y'all keep hooping. I'm out.